everybody? It is Monday, May 22nd. Hard to believe, 2023. This is your daily sports betting brand of record, our second show of the day. Early Edge in 5, more best bets for the night in sports. And the big question tonight is this. Is LeBron James going to go down with a whimper, or are the Lakers going to show up and win the first game of the series? That's the big question. So let's bring in the stars of the show. You know them. You love them. Frick and Frack and their long-lost brother, Mikey B, are all here together. Now, Specty, real quick before I get started, do you know who I played golf with on Saturday?
No. Who'd you play golf with?
Who's your favorite basketball team?
You already know. The Golden State Warriors.
Oh, the Golden State Warriors. Well, look at that, big boy. Who is that in that picture right there? Oh, that's right. Klay Thompson, Splash Brothers, with me and my son. And my son broke 80 for the first time in his life at 12 years old. What a day.
12 years old and already beating EC. I mean, what more could you ask for?
That's not hard, but
no, he did say, he goes, do you know Specty? Clay said, do you know Specty? I go, as a matter of fact, I do. He says, one of the greatest employees we ever had. It was crazy. It was great. It was crazy. But it was a lot of fun, and we had a lot of fun. But that was Saturday. Today is Monday. So if you don't mind, I mentioned the king at the top of the show, because tonight he needs to put his foot down. Do you, Specty, and your data science team think tonight could be a big night for the king?
Yeah, that's exactly what we're going for. We're going LeBron James over 24.5 points at -119. This line statistically is actually a little bit high for the way LeBron's been playing throughout these playoffs. He's only had 30 or more points. And by 30 or more, I mean 30 exactly in one game throughout this playoffs in the season. He's averaging 23.5 points. However, LeBron has only been swept twice in his entire career. Once in 2007 by the Spurs in the NBA Finals, and the second time in the 2018 NBA Finals by my Golden State Warriors that got me this ring right here. Now, in the last 5 elimination games, James has averaged 35.6 points. Of course, he's not going to be the 2018 LeBron, but the fact that he has done that in elimination games is why our SportsLine AI is predicting that he has 32 points tonight. We're on the over. He needs to have a great game.
If he's going to have 32, Specty, stop shooting threes all the time. Let's go to
100%.
the right?
100%. Yes, the little step to the side three, he needs to drive to the basket, and he needs to just tell the Nuggets that I'm here. I'm still great. I can get points whenever I want.
There you go. Straight from the speculator. Now, Mikey B, I'm kind of conflicted today because normally we would come on here and EC would be touting, I beat Coach in the showdown 4-1. He paid me $400. So he touted that on Twitter last night. And so I had to come back with the natural one as I was at the pay window when he actually tweeted it. And I was picking up $4,600 in cash. And I was like, here you go. I actually threw it at him. I was
so
like,
nice of you. Oh, yeah. So generous.
I went like that. And I kept the $4,200 of the $4,600 that I won. So I was actually very happy to help out the less fortunate in the early edge crew. But it begs the question, who gets to go last today? Who gets that coveted last spot? Do I let my personal feelings take over and give it to Mikey B? Or do I be the professional that I believe that I am and let EC go last? Specty, I'm going to let you decide.
You know, Coach, you're just the most professional person I know. And I do have a soft spot for EC sometimes, you know. So let's go with Mikey B first.
Okay.
You know, EC's already hurting enough. Your son already has a better golf score than him. Like, you got to give something to him.
Accurate.
You know what? That's a very true statement. Because of that reason and that reason alone, Mikey B, big boy, you're up.
Yeah, and I didn't wear an undershirt today, so it's probably a good decision not to have me go last. So we'll go with that. Now, we all know our friend Jamie is known as the bread man. Well, today you might as well call me the juicer because I've got 2 plays with a lot of juice, and I just can't resist them. So first we'll go to Michael Porter Jr. over 6.5 rebounds. That's -157 on Caesars. Now, he had 10 rebounds in Game 3. That's his second double-double of the series. Even when he got into early foul trouble in Game 2, he still had 7 rebounds. He's had at least 7 of them in 6 of his last 7 games. He's playing more minutes in the playoffs, and that's helped him average 7.9 rebounds per game. Plays a lot in this game, I think, so we'll go over 6.5 rebounds for Michael Porter Jr. And then we'll do a little baseball. We'll go to the Twins and the Giants. We'll do Twins money line at -150 on DraftKings. Now, the Twins, they're 11-14 on the road, but they're 14-8 at home, which is where this game will be. The Giants, they're good at home, 15-11, but just 7-13 on the road. Big plus here for the Twins. Bailey Ober is starting for them. Since being inserted into the starting rotation, he has a 1.78 ERA and a 0.96 whip. So we'll go with the last squeeze of the juice, Twins money line -150.
You know, I know you said the Michael Porter one was a little juicy, but I played it about 10 minutes before the show. And by the way, if you're a SportsLine member, you can get all these picks an hour before the show starts. But you got to be a member. Yeah. But I'm going to do you a solid. Use the promo code early. I'll give you 30 days for free. You get all my cappers. You get Mikey B, Spector, you get EC, and you get everybody, all the articles, everything for one low price of $0. After that, it's $10 a month. Stop it with all these other places. Just stop it. I don't even want to hear about it. Now, you know I hate it when you guys write stuff that isn't true. He goes, Bucket's picks are more often trash than not. How does he still have a job? You clearly don't pay attention every single day. He's got 2 different shows he's on. He is absolutely destroying it. Not every capper wins every pick. So I hate when people write stuff like that, especially when you're not educated enough to know what you're writing. So stop it. He's been on fire. And even if you hadn't, even if you've been 55%, that's still fantastic. And that's basically 1 out of 2. That's how hard this is. So unless you want to do it and go get your own show and go and let us watch you on your show, don't write crap like that. I'm actually just playing.
Coach standing up for buckets. What a day.
Wow. Who would have thought?
That is so much fun to do. Oh, because earlier today I told him when he came on the show with his sunglasses on and I'm talking about the ECs this and the EC that, I told him his time is limited. So EC, you've got you and your boy Buckets on your back today. And I'm seeing the usual 3. How confident are you today, big boy?
Oh, I'm really confident, Coach, because I have a new friend I'd like to introduce you to. This is Mini Coach. If you remember this is Mini. And Mini Coach came with a little note. And this Mini Coach says, top 20 parlays are the best. #levels. Thanks, Mini Coach. I appreciate it. So I have 3 picks for you today. And if you'd like, you can parlay them all you'd like. 21-5 in our last 26 baseball picks, 1-2 on Friday, but we're going to start it over. We got a little juice, just like Mikey B mentioned, so let's go with these. Bryson Stott of the Phillies, over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs at -145. He's hitting leadoff for the Phillies against a left-handed pitcher, Tommy Henry, who's given up 13 hits and 8 earned runs in 10 road innings pitched. Stott is hitting 321 against lefties. He's over this in 6 of his last 11 starts. I feel pretty good about this one. I don't like laying -145, but that's number 1. Number 2, now I know the Maestro on the morning show gave out Freddie Freeman total bases over 1.5. Well, I'm going to give out his over 1.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs at -135. I don't get this line at all. When I wrote this up last night, I thought it was going to be over 2.5 hits plus runs plus RBIs. He's 8 of 15 career against Charlie Morton with 2 home runs. He's over this in his last 11 and 13 of his last 14. And last year when he played at the Braves, his old team, he was over this in 2 of those 3 games. This one I absolutely love and I would include in all of your parlays. And then on to another one that I think the line is messed up, to be honest with you. Kyle Muller of the A's, over 2.5 earned runs allowed is -140. So when I wrote this up before the line was out, I thought it was going to say over 3.5 earned runs because this guy's been rocked. He's given up 4 or more earned runs in 6 of his last 7 starts. He has a 10.31 road ERA in 18 1/3 innings pitched and a 3.49 batting average against. Ugly for Kyle Muller. I think Seattle tees off on him tonight. And hey, if you want to parlay all 3 of them together, Mini Coach approves.
You know what's funny is I've never understood how people can tease about something else, but yet they tease with something that they would give their left leg to have. I remember a story. I was doing a college basketball game. I think it was Arizona USC, as I believe what the game was. And I remember I was doing with Seth Greenberg, and night after night after night after night, I kept saying, hey, welcome back, Jay Williams, Seth Greenberg, and the coach. He got so angry. He's like, finally, we came back, middle of the game. Arizona's down 20 at halftime. I remember that game really crystal clear. And he interrupted my flow. And he says, I remember when people called me the coach. I remember when people respected me enough to call me the coach. I looked at him, didn't skip a beat, live on ESPN. And I said, Seth, as soon as you can walk into Toys R Us and buy your action figure, then and only then will I call you the coach. Now, I got reprimanded, but it was so worth it. It was so worth it. And I bring you back to this. Hold that up again. Hold that up again. So you're trying to make a point and gouge me about the top 20 parlay showdown that you beat for me, holding something that you would give your left leg to have. And look at the arms, too. Look at those arms.
I was just about to say.
I think we ought to call that's the juicer.
Yoked.
I'm not the juicer. That's the
Absolutely.
juicer.
You are
Look at that.
seriously yoked in this thing. Yeah.
And here's the other thing. Your biggest fan just wrote something stupid, too. He says, EC probably got $398 of change back, meaning that's probably $2. Again, big cheesy. You've never even shown your face, and you're making fun of a guy who has his own action figure? How many people have their own action figure? Oh, wait, less than 1%. Maybe less than 0.5%. Maybe less than 0.5%. But keep teasing me, and I'll just keep bringing out everything I have. And you'll be like, when the lights go off and the curtain comes down, you'll be sitting there, EC, staring at my action figure in your head every single day. And with that being said, grab your paper, grab your pencil. Here is a recap, and that's how you cut a promo, ladies and gentlemen. EC, 3 big plays today. Bryson Stott over 1.5 hits, rebounds, and RBIs. Freddie Freeman over 1.5 hits, runs, RBIs. Kyle Muller over 2.5 earned runs, -140. My man Specty, 1 big play today. LeBron James, the king. Do not disparage LeBron James. They've done way more than anybody ever thought. Over 24.5 points, -119. Then Mikey B, my man, the NBA aficionado. Michael Porter Jr. over 6.5 rebounds, -157. Twins money line, -150. Yes, a little juicy. But Mikey B, sometimes the juice
is worth the squeeze.
You're damn right it is. And today is one of those days. Now, EC, could you just educate the people as we wrap things up? Because there's a bunch of people in here apparently don't know how things work. They're like, how come EC's not hosting today? Why aren't you hosting today, EC?
Well, I got a one-time only offer to host. We had a great time last Thursday. I appreciate everyone's support. Coach, you were great. Mikey B and Spector, you were great. But that was a one-time only thing as far as I'm concerned.
I do have to say real quick that the parlay that I made for your show has hit in both of the other games, but not when you hosted.
That is perfect. It almost.
Almost
when
Coaches,
EC hosts.
coaches
When EC
came
doesn't
close.
host, that one would have hit in both the other games.
Typical of EC. Real quick, we want to do a little bonus because somebody's like, how come so many prop bets? Because I allow my cappers to make the picks that they want to make. That's how the show works. And he says, there is a hockey game tonight too. You're right. But none of my guys do hockey. But I'm going to hook you up because I'm a giver and I help run SportsLine. So here's what we have tonight. Carolina, Florida. I'm going to tell you exactly. I'm going to give it away for free. Stephen O is on the over 5.5. I'm not going to tell you why. If you remember, you can go read it. And then Jeff Hockman is on Carolina -105. Why? You can go read it. But those are the 2 picks. They're right there. Don't know if you can read it. The lights are shining. But there you go. Over 5.5 and Carolina -105. You want any more information? Become a SportsLine member. Just don't go to Starbucks today. And you can do it for a whole month. You guys got me fired up today. Oh, and I like it. Now, I want to golf with Coach and EC. They wouldn't let you in my club, Big Cheesy. I'm sorry. There's only one thing left to do. And I believe you all know what that is. You got your marching orders. Let's take all of these Monday, end of the week, in 5 tickets straight to the pay window. For my entire crew, Lobo, Specty, Mikey B, even EC, and of course the Snake or AB. They're always on the 1s and 2s, always lurking in the back. It's what we're all about. We grind for you so we can win with you. Have a great day. Smile. Pick somebody up. Laugh a little bit. That's what life's all about. Especially here at the early edge where sometimes, yes, just sometimes, we do it in 5. Good luck.